Hello, Pisces. Welcome back to the Souls and Stardust podcast. Look at that. Cards are flying out for you already. I am going to be doing your love and relationship reading for December 2021. Of course, you're probably going to want to watch your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus videos. It'll just give you a more complete picture of the energy that you're moving through for love and relationship for December. I'm using a few different decks. You'll notice that as I work, but I'm starting off with the Colette-Baron-Reid deck, and I'm going to pull some from your girlfriend's No-Bullsh Love Oracle, which is a deck that Meo and I created together, and that is available for you if you feel called to it. So, okay, I've got two cards from the first deck, and I'm going to go ahead, Pisces, and draw cards from your girlfriend's No-Bullsh Love Oracle. The box looks like this if you're interested. There's a link below in the description. Okay, what does Pisces need to know for love and relationships for December 2021? What does Pisces need to know? And I always shuffle the decks until the cards pick themselves. That's how I do it. So sometimes we can be here for a minute. What does Pisces need to know? Okay, Pisces, we got a couple cards there. Anything else that Pisces needs to know? Let me know, please. Ooh, these two as well. So we might have a couple of different stories going on. So there's actually 3 cards right there. We'll see what comes up. So I'm going to put those to the side. I'm going to start with these first. The Colette Baron-Reid deck. Okay, to be fair, and no place like home. Wow. Okay, so this is an energy. The card. This is an energy of balance, of fairness, of justice. So that there's an owl there. There's your typical Libran depiction of a woman with the scales. You know, Pisces, you may be in something right now that this is you considering options. This is you weighing your options. So in this card, she is balancing a fortune cookie with an egg, it looks like. And there is an owl on her head. And owls are all about seeing into the dark spaces. It's about your intuition. And Piscean energy is a very intuitive, right? Like the intuition on point. So for you right now, this is considering what is it that you're considering? What is it that you need to balance? And what is it in your life or in relationships that needs justice right now? This card is in the upright, which is good. But so this is a card, it's the energy of what's needed right now for you to achieve fairness in your relationships or relationship, whatever it is. And for you who are unpaired Pisces, what is it that is fair for you? What will you need in relationship in order to feel like it's fair and balanced? This is a time for listening as well as speaking, understanding, as much as you want to be understood. So there's a lot of give and take here, a lot to be learned too, and needing to be open and objective to hear the other side, to take in that information. I just keep seeing and hearing like you're weighing options. So what is the information that you need right now in order to be able to move forward in a way that feels healthy for you or feels fair and good and just? Your heart wants to connect with others, okay? So allow for balanced exchange of energy and ideas and actions, whatever that is. I feel like you need to be mindful of how you're spending your energy right now and be mindful of who gets access to you and whether or not they're capable of holding you in a space that is fair, or if they will knowingly or unknowingly, intentionally or unintentionally misuse your energy or what you give over of yourself. This needs to be about mutual benefit. So whatever you're in, you're weighing options. Are you Is this mutually beneficial? Are you giving over all of yourself? Is there an equal exchange of energy? Are you respected? Are you loved in the way that feels good to you? Are you loving in the way that feels good to them? You are weighing this all out. So, focus on being heard, being valued, respected. Are you receiving that? Are you giving that? And if you aren't receiving that or giving it, ask yourself, what's happening? What are you meant to learn from this? What are you being shown about yourself? So Pisces, you guys are making some decisions, and it's around what's fair for you and for all involved, what needs to happen to be something that is mutually beneficial and positive. For some of you that are watching, you may feel like you're in situations right now that aren't providing what you need, and you're trying to figure out if it's fair for you and if you actually have the right to exit out of that. I hope that just came in just like through my right ear. So somebody needs to hear that. I'm not sure who. Maybe you'll let me know in the comments below. Thank you. Let's move on to the No Place Like Home card. This card is normally, well, it's in the upright. It's about being the most authentic version of you, coming home to yourself and feeling at home. When it comes up in the reverse position, this is, wow. So some of you Pisceans are making a huge choice right now based on what's fair to you. This is a card about, choosing what's familiar and known versus choosing what is unfamiliar and not known to you, and why you would be doing that. So are you staying stuck in place because it's familiar, or it's what you're expected to choose or be, or that's expected in some way for how you show up? And are you afraid to choose differently? So this card is basically saying there are times when choosing what is familiar and known is not the best choice. So some of you are in this space of making a huge change, a choice about huge change in relationship. And I'm sorry, that's what's going on for you. I know this is really confusing and hard and painful. You're meant to be choosing what's unfamiliar. You're meant to be choosing for you, based on what's fair. And what's fair right now is unfamiliar to you. Like, this has been a long cycle and painful, and you're at this point where you have to choose. I feel like I'm reading for someone specifically. You have to choose for you at this point to find a new normal. This is about going into unfamiliar territory, needing to trust that, and knowing that it will become a new normal for you. In one of the sayings in the book for this card, and I love it, is if you do what you did, you'll get what you got, right? So you can't expect different results if you keep choosing the same. If you keep choosing to do the same thing, you won't get different results. You'll get more of the same. So this is about doing the opposite of what feels familiar, because the unknown is what holds your truth and your answers and your new experience and your expansion. Wow. So, what's familiar can actually be what you don't want anymore, what's not right for you. And you have to trust yourself, and you have to trust that you're supported, and you have to trust by making a choice that's for you, that's honors you, that respects you, that's fair, also supports everybody else in the situation, because it's liberating them as a result of you liberating you. Wow, Pisces, that's some big shit, and I'm sending you a hell of a lot of love. For anybody watching this, just know that whatever's on the other side of this, it's for you. You're stepping into something that's new and feels like a relief in a lot of ways. So I'm so curious what these cards will say, and there's a big chunk of them, so I'm thinking we have a couple of different things happening here. Okay, same page. You two aren't even in the same book right now. Okay, to be fair, right? What is familiar may not be for you anymore. There's a huge disconnect between you and whomever you're with. And I really feel like I'm speaking to somebody who is paired right now, and this seems to be the case at the moment. I can interpret a little bit differently in a moment, but so be honest with yourself. Or maybe you already have been honest with yourself, but you're really caught in this place of like, well, but it's all I know, and it's what I have, it's what I agreed to. Maybe you're married, right? And it's really hard for you to justify stepping away because it just doesn't feel right. You have to choose for you. You have to choose for you. It's about finding a new normal that's more that honors you in a more fair way than what you're currently in. Okay, trust. I'm sorry, I just read it from the other card. This is a hell of a blast from the past. There's unfinished business here. Whatever you're in is karmic soulmate shit. That's what I feel. You are learning a huge lesson about being able to choose for yourself, perhaps because you didn't have the opportunity the last go around to choose for yourself. And I mean like the last life you were together, or series of lives that you were together, where you're just trying to balance that energy again, balancing energy. So you're choosing to do that in this life and put it to rest. Unfinished business. So know that that's big lessons, huge lessons about you and how you choose yourself, your way forward. Trust your fucking vibes on this. You already know the answers, Pisces. You already know the answers. You're very intuitive. You've got to trust yourself on this, and it's going to require you to probably go against a lot of opinion and expectation of other people. Maybe we're even making that shit up in our head, right? What is most important is that you are honoring yourself, and by honoring yourself, you honor everybody else in the situation as well, as weird as that may seem. If it's a karmic thing, you're actually putting it to rest by making this choice. Okay. And for some of you who, and this is what I felt was happening, we have two different stories here. For some of you, love can't come in if your heart isn't open, okay? Guarded hearts, there's fear of vulnerability here. For some of you, this is about what you, like understanding what you want and need, what's fair for you, how you show up, how they show up. So some of you are calling somebody in, you're not paired, but you are in this place of reevaluating how you've always done things, how you show up, how you need to honor what it is that is fair to you and respectful to you and honors you, and as well as how you show up for somebody else. You're learning that as a new lesson because you haven't always done that. And this is something new for you. This is you doing your healing. This is you choosing the unfamiliar because that needs to be your new normal. You're doing things differently now for yourself, Pisces. But that requires you to be vulnerable because you're healing. You're learning how to do this differently, remember? And opening your heart to what's possible, choosing the unfamiliar, right? And being vulnerable in that process. So honor that for yourself. Open, allow that to happen, but keep a hold of what's important for you in terms of what's right, what's fair, what's respectful, listening as well as being heard, right? All of those things, you're choosing to do it different this time around with this new partner. Perhaps that's what you've been working on for so long and you're finally ready to call that person in. You just have to remember not to fall back into the old patterns of like closing down, right? Protecting yourself, Pisces. You're going to need to open up and allow love in if you want this to be different. Whew, wow. Okay, so I'm going to pull a couple of cards from our Quickies deck, which is a clarifying deck. What else, Spirit? What else does Pisces need to know about these situations? Pisces, what does Pisces need to know about these love situations? Okay. I mean, we're pretty clear with all those cards. We may not get a clarifier. Oh, we'll see. Anything? Ooh, here we go. Oh God, that's like 15. We're gonna put those back in. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Haha. Oh, I love this. Okay. Both sets of Pisceans watching, make a move, but surrender and allow. Allow this to be what it needs to be so that you can see how to move forward, but you need to make the move. You can't just keep choosing what's familiar. That's not working anymore, okay? This is about you growing and expanding. This is about you stepping into your authenticity, and this is about you stepping into a place where you get to allow yourself to love and receive love, okay? I hope that's helpful for you. I'm going to actually draw a tarot card for you. Just anything else, Spirit, that they need to know about love and relationships, anything else. Anything else that Pisces needs to know? There we go. Ooh, that's several. We're going to see what kind of story that tells. It's a lot, actually. So, all right. Pisces, Spirit really wanted, some of you are dealing with a Sagittarius energy. Yay! So you may want to watch the Sag video. Let's tackle these two first, the Nine of Pentacles and Temperance. So I feel like we need to go to Temperance first. I'm not sure why, but it's a major arcana card. It's the balance of the sun and the moon energies. The Temperance card is about balance, integration in a measured way. It's about blending, alchemy, harmony, moderation. It's feminine, masculine energy balance, being fluid, perpetual motion, patience with yourself. You've been very patient. I walk the middle path and I nourish my spiritual wholeness. This is about you choosing based on what you feel, what you see, what you've been understanding, your own energy, how energies blend. And, being neutral to this too is taking a step back to see it for what it is and allow it to unfold, but being an active participant in how that energy moves forward. You get to choose. This is alchemy, right? What do you want to transform this into? If something is depleting you more than it is replenishing you, you have to do something about it. And that's what this is all about, this being fair to yourself, Pisces. Okay, so the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, that's typically a card about stability and, boss babe energy, right? Material and spiritual satisfaction. This could be you throwing yourself into work. You may be focused on material stability and success right now. Maybe you feel like you can't go because you don't have enough money. Maybe you feel like you can't leave because you're not supported. You don't have enough financial support. Or maybe you're realizing too that you can't just keep throwing yourself into work to avoid what all is going on in relationship, right? So just know that you're fully supported in your journey, right? And this is happening because you're meant to choose to choose yourself. You're meant to learn this lesson of, what do I do? Well, what feels right? What feels fair to you? What's going to bring your heart peace? And don't let like financial delay or the illusion of finances hold you back from this, right? This is stuff that's going to show up as you walk the path you're meant to walk and as you're honoring yourself. It's amazing what the universe does to support us when we actually follow our path. Oh, you guys, I'm not even going to look at these other cards because I feel like these two are the ones that really, really... Oh, okay, I just heard no, you have to look at them. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, so you're feeling stuck. This is like usually moving on to calmer waters. You are stuck. It's like it's time to transform that energy. Some of you are dealing with an air sign perhaps, or somebody who just has a very critical outlook on life. Very sharp with their words, very logical, but cold, detached, not very nurturing. So there's that energy there. You, Ten of Swords, there's a lot of swords here. This is mental burden, right? This is air energy. That is mental burden. Ten of Swords is about releasing. You're releasing a burden. I'm just going to peek at the book because I feel like there's some specific words here that somebody needs to hear. Resisting the inevitable. Okay, so she's walking away. She's walking away in this card. This is resisting the inevitable, but also not wanting to let go. And then also kind of like brooding in negative emotions, or there's some kind of negative self-talk that just keeps going round and round in your head. But also like a narrative rooted in lack or helplessness, which is this, right? So this would be fear of lack, not having enough, or focusing too much of your energy on needing financial support. I am healing every day, right? So you need to stop resisting the inevitable, loves, my Piscean friends. And this is you. This is Virgo. This is very earthly energy, but the Hermit is all about that inward journey, finding yourself, reflection, soul searching, inner wisdom. You already know, finding your guide within. This is you finding your way. Look, she knows. She's glowing like a star. She's actually levitating, so she's some kind of freaking Jedi. This is you already knowing how you need to move forward, but you find that guidance from within. Inner sage, inner mentor, inner guide. Show me my brightest light so that I may see with all of my heart. Oh, Pisces, I love you guys so much. This is some big shit. And, you know, everybody is going through big transformation. So I hope this is helpful for you. You can let us know in the comments below. I'm sending you so much love and healing energy right now for what you are moving through and for any choice that you make for your best and highest good. Of course, if you feel like this resonates, give us a like. You can share this. You can find in the description how to get a hold of Meo or I. We would love to interact with you. Yeah, and